Hello, everyone, and welcome back to D&D&D&D&D campaign number 1, Under Locks and Keys. When we last left off, the party successfully climbed to the very top of the castle of the ever-generous people that Paul has suddenly found himself thrust into the position of nobility over. This mischievous doppelganger has been slinking through the town since the royal family disappeared, cursing its denizens, trapping the spirits of those who fall, and just overall being a huge, unnecessary nuisance. Not on the party's watch. Somewhere on the highest tower lies the Spelltwin Wands, but between you and them is this mischievous doppelganger who is said to wield them to cast his curses. That is where we will pick up. Paul, with Asari behind you, were climbing up the trapdoor that your mother used to come up to the top of the tower and climb about on the roofs. And Greylog, I believe you had turned into, like,
A
mechanically
giant.
speaking.
It's technically a giant hawk.
Okay. Morphing into a giant hawk and flying out of the window, you all climb up to meet whatever awaits you. And that is where we pick back up.
Yeah, because his goal is to grab him and try to drop him off the side of the building.
Okay. I will say, given that Paul and Asari are climbing, I will allow you to sort of enter into the fray first.
Yeah, because he's
As you
trying to distract him so they can get up there and hopefully get an opportunity attack on him of some kind. Because he wouldn't know that they were there.
okay.
Theoretically.
As you fly out of the window and come into view, you can see the doppelganger is currently hunched over that crate you had seen next to his chair. He's kind of hunched over and digging through it. And when he looks up at you, you can see he has a candy cane in his mouth and is rifling through the crate. But as he sees you, he kind of gets a little bit of a discomforted look. And Greylog, what are you going to do?
Grab him with my talons, probably aiming for his arm, and just fly away from the building and just let go.
All right. Make a grapple contest.
So for me, this is
Strength.
athletics.
Yeah, I don't believe giant hawks have proficiency with athletics, so.
Well, I don't have proficiency with it either.
So, yeah, strength either way.
Okay. You'll be happy to know it's not a nat 20. It is a 19.
Okay. As you grab on to the doppelganger by the arm, you start attempting to pull him towards the ramparts of the castle. However, since you used your movement speed to get up here and do this, I'm going to say you don't start pulling him, but you do at least manage to get a grip on him. And he stares at you for a long moment before you see what might be a glint of recognition in the eyes, and grits his teeth and finally speaks for the first time. As at this point, Paul, you have reached the trapdoor above you. Think it's going to be that easy, cadet?
I'll cock my bird head at him
I ain't stupid, Charlie. No, it's, Greylog, right, Mr. Orchin?
I will nod my little bird head.
Paul, you reach the trap door. What do you do? All right. Climbing up through the trap door with a sorry on your tail, you open the wooden trap door over your head and emerge onto the highest tower, where you see the doppelganger wrestling with your druid, who is wild shaped into a giant bird. But he turns to glare at you, and well, guessing you guys ain't here for candy then. All right, let's dance. Everyone, please roll for initiative.
This dude definitely seems interesting. I'll give you that.
All right.
He called me by my other world name, so how the fuck does he know who I am?
Yeah, doppelgangers can read minds.
Oh, yeah.
And because of that, you actually ended up spoiling your party's potential surprise ambush because he was able to read your mind to know they were coming.
Man. Sorry, guys. I tried.
For the record, there was you're coming out of a trap door in the middle of his room. Like, it would have been hard to get away with a surprise attack anyway. 25 to 20? Paul? 20 to 15.
15.
16.
All right.
Yay, I'm last.
And our good buddy here doesn't do so hot. He will be going last.
Second to last. Yay.
All right. I do have a battle map for this. If you want to see it, shift to the roll 20. I will shift you guys to it.
I have a quick question before we begin initiative.
Yeah, what's up?
I just want to clarify. I don't have any spells, but I do have like my dragon stuff, like my breath.
Yeah, your Dragonborn stuff is completely unaffected, and you can use your class features, you just cannot cast spells.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, thank you.
Alright. Paul, as the doppelganger wrestles with Greylog in eagle form, you climb out of the trap door. I've shifted you to the battle map. What would you like to do? Okay. Feel free to position yourself wherever you wish. Roll to hit.
You would have an advantage because of the fact that I have him grappled, right?
No, but he will have advantage because you have him flanked.
Either way. Advantage is advantage.
No, grappling doesn't impose advantage. It just lowers their speed to 0. It doesn't impede their ability to do anything. All right. Paul, roll to hit. You have advantage. That is a hit. Roll damage.
Let's see.
And because of the stage of the game we're at, please specify damage type.
Oh yeah, I believe it's slashing. Yes, it is slashing 6 damage.
All right, 6
Oh, wait.
slashing damage. Oh,
Actually, I forgot. I have improved Divine Smite. Whenever you hit a creature with a melee strike, target takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage.
okay.
That's just a natural thing I do now.
So 6 slashing and some additional radiant. Go ahead and roll that.
2 radiant.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Paul, or you got anything else?
I don't believe I have much. That'll end my turn.
All right. Paul, you, for being probably the most reckless you've been in a long time, charge into the fray and collide into the doppelganger and slice into him with your sword. He lets out a furious as your blade trails across him and leaves radiant light in its wake as he continues to fight off Greylog with one arm and attempts to block you with the other. He doesn't seem overly strong, so you've definitely got him in something of a bind. Asari, you're up. Greylog on deck. Asari, you climb to the top of the ramparts and see Paul and Greylog have the doppelganger flanked between his chair and table, and he's trying to fight both of them off with kind of wild, clumsy swings.
Okay, does he look injured?
He's been hurt.
Like, he's hurt or, like,
He's
hurt?
not bloodied, if that's what you mean.
Okay.
We just started, Love.
Listen, I was just trying to gauge what I needed to do, okay? I will. Because it is not a spell, it is a part of our draconic thing. I can cast Chill Touch.
Alright,
Because it's a part of her dragon mark thing.
your background, I assume?
Well, I think it's
my trait.
Erase, I think she's flying. Erase can
Yeah.
be Chill Touch.
As long as it's a racial feature, that's fine.
Sweet. Okay. Oh man, I got cheated out of a natural 20. 13 to hit.
That is a miss, I'm afraid.
That's okay. I don't think it does anything because it's technically a cantrip, so I don't think it'll do anything.
What?
Alright, anything else on your turn, Asari?
No, I can't do anything else.
Alright. Asari, you climb to the top of the tower, and crawling out of the trapdoor tunnel, you tune into your draconic heritage, and for the first time since you came to this world, sling a spell. But as a ghostly hand appears to try and wrap around the doppelganger's throat, he, basically using Paul and Greylog as leverage, does a surprisingly graceful, like, swiping kick that causes the hand to dissipate and lands with a relatively graceful landing and gives all of you a mischievous smirk.
She'll just say, "Don't you worry, there's more where that came from."
Greylog, you're up, and then Paul, you'll be up after the monster.
I'm gonna keep pulling him towards the edge of the roof.
Okay.
Do I need to make another grapple check?
I believe so. Let me double check. When you move, you can carry your speed. No, not right now, but you will be moving at half speed.
Okay. And I'd like to try to peck him if I can.
Yeah,
So
I'll allow that.
I'm not sure. Like, would that be an improvised attack?
That is a action.
Well,
I mean, like, 'cause that would be like an unarmed attack,
do
or
do your pet character or whatever creature you are have stats for it? I mean,
Yeah, you need to have a hawk stat to
Oh.
get the.
oh
Having
yeah.
like, I'm pretty sure they
Gotta
have,
get
I
your
assume they
hawk
have a
stat.
pet or a peck to it. Yeah.
Let me
Like
see.
Giant eagle or something like that. Giant eagle. They do have a pack.
All right. So Greylog, you managed to pull him 5 feet towards the wall. Him still kind of struggling against you. If that's not an action, that's your movement. So you may peck him if you wish, assuming you have the stats on hand.
I'm pulling it up, or at least I'm trying.
You're doing a giant eagle, right?
Good, I just got it. Okay, here it is. So yes, it's a beak.
Natural 20?
No, does a 9 hit?
No. All right. You start dragging him and pecking at him, but he starts kind of fighting you off. He's still in the grip of your talons, but otherwise is not able to pull himself free. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. Since he's not wanting to revert forms yet.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, let's see.
Yeah, run away now, buddy. You're stuck.
Don't jinx it. You can't run away. There's like several teleport spells that exist.
He kind of looks around, and his gaze settles on Paul, and he gives a smarmy grin before, with a shimmer, his appearance shifts to match Paul's perfectly.
Oh.
And pulling free Paul's blade from his belt, he is going to... what is he going to do? He gets to... as he is now a paladin, let's see.
Like what does your character sheet have access to?
Yeah, I literally am just looking at your character sheet to decide what he's going to do.
So that's why he's so hard to beat. He can literally turn into you.
And that's only one of his abilities.
Well, I'm assuming he also gets the health. If he gets the health as well, then I have a fair amount of health.
Let's find out. He is going to make a longsword attack against you in your giant eagle form.
Yeah, like he has no attack magic.
Yeah.
Like he has no attack magic because I got no attack magic.
As long as it's a because my armor class is the eagle is 13.
Mm-hmm.
So if he has my stats, honestly, yeah, I wonder if he has my stats as well. Just so it's like almost like a 6 or like a 7 or higher.
Rolls a nat 1, breaks his imaginary sword.
Definitely not gonna feel imaginary.
No, but I can
All
try
right.
to laugh it off. Laugh through the pain.
His paw form seems significantly stronger, and he rolls to slice at you with his new blade. However, he doesn't seem quite used to using Paul's sword, so both attacks miss. However, you notice the second one only misses you by a hair. While he hasn't inherited Paul's skill with the blade, he definitely has inherited Paul's just musculature that allows him to make those hits hurt. He's used his action, his bonus action, and his movement speed is currently 0, so that is it for him right now. Top of the round, Paul, you're up.
Okay.
Sorry on deck.
Well, time to take off the kitty gloves. Let's see, is this an action?
If you hit yourself, does it hurt?
Let's find out.
Is that something that you want to try on yourself, honey?
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Takes an action. I guess I'll just.
I love you.
I'll just attack him. Yeah.
All right, roll to hit.
Okay. Still flank, so advantage. Ooh. 16.
That is a miss.
Yeah, like if he's me, then no, that's a miss.
Paul, you go to slash at him, but he holds up your shield, and your sword deflects off.
Why do I have such high armor class?
He looks down at his shield, seemingly actually surprised at his own strength, and looks to you, and in your voice says, "Wow, you're strong, cadet. I could get used to this one. Might keep yours for a little after all's said and done here."
And let's see, bonus action. Yep. I would like to bonus action on myself. Shield of Faith.
All right. You
Why
cast
does he
Shield of
keep
Faith.
calling everyone cadet, though?
All right. Anything else in your turn, Paul?
No.
Okay. You do have 2 attacks.
Oh, I do. Yes, I forgot that. That's a thing I could do.
Yeah, hence why he tried to attack Greylog twice.
Hence why I just got a natural 20.
Roll damage.
Alright. 2d8. Also, yeah, because it's a natural 20, I'm totally I'm smiting this guy.
Oh yeah. Smite the fuck out of him.
Yep, 3rd level smite. So, I got no 3rd level spells. So that's,
All right.
Yay,
Tally up
Paul,
your damage and
Paul,
just tell
Paul,
me
Paul,
what
Paul.
how tell me what the situation
let's
is.
see, I just did 12 slashing. And let's see, 1d8 for the improved Divine Smite. Let's see where the Divine Smite even is. There it is. 2d8 for just 1 level. So 5d8, and then because it's a crit, would that be 10d8?
Technically, yes.
Paul obliterated him with 1 hit.
Alright. So 12 slashing.
Uh-huh.
It's on dice is right there you go. And oh whoops. Oop, that's definitely a lot more than I need. I did the wrong dice.
No worries.
And 41 radiant.
Nice.
All right. Paul, you slash at him again, and this time, as he raises his shield to deflect, you twirl your blade and manage to plunge it into his stomach. And this definitely seems to get his attention enough to hurt him. He seems quite perturbed by this situation, and he kind of mumbles to himself, and as he like kind of comes back to his senses, he just glares at you and just, again, still in your voice, just, fuck, take a joke, asshole.
You should didn't have to kill him. I actually like him.
Maybe we could try talking to the bosses before you murder them. Is that the end of your turn, Paul?
That is.
Sorry, you're up. Greylog on deck.
Okay. Alright, so Asari's just gonna... I'm gonna wait to do anything. I'm just gonna say to him, this is not a joke. It's not funny.
I don't know. I think it's pretty funny.
Cast hideous laughter.
Yeah, you've got terrible humor, and I'm going to cast... I'm gonna do the thing again. Sorry, my brain just shorted out.
Don't touch.
Cancel touch.
Yeah, sorry, my brain just shorted out.
No worries.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. Roll.
Roll to hit?
Yeah, roll to hit.
Okay. Ah, I hate you, D&D Beyond. Whoa.
That is a miss.
Gotta find
Hey.
my fucking dice.
This time he just kind of waggles Paul's sword to get the chill touch to go away. Is that the end of your turn, Asari? I will come back to you. Greylog, for now, you're up. What do you want to do?
Sorry, yeah,
Oh.
that's it. I was grabbing my dice.
No worries. Alright. Greylog, you're up. What do you want to do?
Okay, how close am I to the edge of the roof?
You will have to keep pulling him for another 3 turns before he's over the side.
Okay, that's enough of that. He's gonna keep a hold on him and revert back to his other form.
Okay.
And when he does, he is going to cast... Let's see. How badly do I want to try to fuck him up? Let's do... Let's see, what's the radius on this? 5 feet. Oh wait, I don't have the correct components for that. Man, I hate components. Okay.
That's what I
Ooh,
focused.
he's wearing armor right now, right? Because he's shaped into Paul.
Yes.
That is true.
Can I cast heat metal at 6th level on him?
Sure.
So I'm gonna cast heat metal on him.
Okay. You cast heat metal. I'm assuming you mean on his armor. Like, I believe heat metal requires you to target a specific thing, right?
Correct.
Well,
On the armor. Hence why I asked about it.
No, yeah, just making sure.
Yeah, my bad if I wasn't clear.
No, yeah, just wanted to clarify. Because if it just said like target a creature, then I just wanted to clarify. You reach out and grab his armor and cast heat metal, ready to see him go up in smoke, as potentially, given that he doesn't seem to be very strong, he gets boiled alive by it. Only for nothing to happen. And he gives you a grin, and so at what point were you going to figure out the armor's not real, cadet? Come on, get with the program, keep up.
Yeah, well, it was worth a shot.
Alright,
Let's
are
see,
you
do I
done?
Let's see, do I have any bonus actions so I can try to at least hit? Oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. So I did summon my fire elemental earlier.
Yes, but it is not currently with you up here.
So I'm gonna have my guy come up the stairs.
There's not stairs. It's a ladder up a
Ladder.
trapdoor. Okay, what's his movement speed? Let me check. Wildfall Spirit, 30 feet of hovering. Okay. I will say that given that Asari is still in the doorway, it'll arrive next turn. Is that okay?
Yeah, and can I have him have one of his spells prepared for when he gets up there?
You mean like his attack?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll allow that.
Okay, so he'll have Flame Seed prepared when he gets up there.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Well, I do have a bonus action. I'm not sure if I can do it or not, though.
Well,
It's Flame Blade.
You would have to use your action to make a melee spell attack for that to apply.
I know.
Although,
I know. I would need an attack to use it, but can I go ahead and summon it with my bonus action?
commanding your wildfire spirit was a bonus action.
Okay. Okay. Then yes, that's it.
Okay. It is now the Doppelganger's turn. He is going to use Disorient. Paul, Greylog, make me wisdom saving throws.
And also, Greylog, do keep in mind you have a +3 to your saving. Is that wisdom, right?
Yeah, wisdom save.
Oh, so I get a +3 from from Paul?
Yeah.
Nice. So that gives me a +10 then.
For protection, +3 for any creatures in 10 feet. Disabled.
Okay.
All right.
22.
All right, and Paul.
25.
All right, you both succeed the save. You both take 5 psychic damage.
Can Paul do that?
No.
Or this is his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like, man, Paul could totally have used that before.
And let me see. What does he think might be helpful? Yeah. He's gonna look to you, Greylog, and give you a smile, and his form shifts into yours now.
Oh shit, we're fucked. Admit defeat. Run home.
You're that strong.
With some of my spells I have prepared, if he's got the components, we're fucked.
We're good.
That is, however, the end of his turn. Double checking. Do not believe he can do anything else right now.
Just a question of his health.
Paul, you're up. Sorry, on deck.
All right. I don't really have any. I don't have any combat spells, so I don't even worry about that. Well, and so far it's working. I'm just gonna swing.
All right, roll to hit.
All right, my first.
Don't
attack.
worry, my AC is not too bad.
Well,
that'll hit.
Matt.
Nat 20.
2 nat 20s. I rolled on advantage. I rolled on advantage and I got 2 nat 20s and one.
Roll damage.
Well,
Paul is in his element right now.
Yeah, Paul is just like not fucking around with this guy. He doesn't like him. Well, obviously, let's see. Divine Smite. I'm gonna use my last second level, so it'll be. Alright. one actually will be what? I do the math. 9d8, 1 slashing. Actually no. Let's see. 10 slashing,
Okay.
and of course,
Crap ton of divine smite.
oh yeah, 4 divine smite. Yeah. 4d8 divine smite times 2.
Roll, my dear friend.
Let's see, I rolled a 19, so that'd be a 38.
Okay.
38. Oh.
Paul, how do you want to do this?
Man. I guess he's going to, so first off, Paul's gonna do lethal.
No, I figured.
One of the only times I'll actually do lethal. But now that he's Greylog and doesn't have his shield, he will just... As he kind of swings, he's going to sort of hesitate, well, seeing that he is a good friend of it now, but he will follow through and just...
Think of all the times I fucked up the party. Let him have it.
No, he'll go. Yeah, he'll gonna just give one good slash on him, like right across the chest.
Okay. I'm gonna private message you something real quick. Paul, you reel back with your sword, and after a brief moment of hesitation, you slash across his chest. And Asari, able to see his face more clearly, you see he has a shocked expression that flashes into a mischievous smile before he stumbles, and then finally falls to his knees. And Greylog, as you release him from your grip, he falls unconscious onto the fine rug at his feet, bleeding all over it.
I'm just gonna reach over and just kind of tentatively pat Paul on the back. Remind me not to make you angry.
Asari, as you start climbing away from the trapdoor, you presume the battle to have been over. However, from beneath, down the ladder, all of you hear this ghostly wail echo up for the trapdoor. Sorry, it's coming from like right beneath your feet, and all of you hear this bone-chilling chorus of voices. You broke your word. Asari, as you look down, you see the faceless spirits are beginning to gather at the foot of the queen's bed and scramble over each other, their forms suddenly solid and observable as, like angry animals, they start clambering up the ladder towards you in a violent frenzy.
Oh, shit. Paul, we might want to, leave.
It's okay. We'll do what we gotta do.
Wait. Why is Matthew speaking for him?
Asari, you're up.
Right.
What do you want to do?
Shit. She'll touch on Paul.
All right.
Just be like, "You're there, are you there, buddy?"
Okay.
So, natural 20, so 25.
And so to clarify, what were you doing?
Chill
She did
touch.
Chill touch.
Okay. And you're doing it on the spirits below you?
No, I was doing it on Paul because you said that he was speaking, right?
Yes.
So I was saying, "Are you still with us, buddy?" And I'm going to cast Still Touch on Paul.
Okay. Natural 20,
Uh,
roll
so
damage.
that is 33 necrotic damage.
Okay. As your chill touch grabs at Paul's chest and begins to seep the life from him, he kind of steps back confused and looks between the looks at you, sorry, and why are you attacking me?
She just narrows her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell it's not him?
It's
Like
him?
I was like, look at that now. That's the question. You're just gonna attack him.
You know, sorry, she's got a temper.
She's
as
got
far
to,
as
he
I
hasn't
can
done
tell,
anything. He literally just said, "It's okay, we'll do what we gotta do," and
He
you
doesn't,
immediately
like,
just
he's like-
launched a spell at him.
because of the fucking guy, right? He turns into other people.
Yeah, and
And,
he's
like,
currently dead on the
possesses
floor.
Or he did some sort of crazy mind control and swapped places with one of us, and we didn't know.
Exactly. Exactly.
And how
Exactly
do
what
your
I was thinking.
characters know that?
That's the question.
No, like
I-
we know that that's a bit that the guy does, which is why Asari is untrusting to
Okay.
Paul right now. Which is why she's like, "Buddy, are you still with us?"
All right.
So that's 33 necrotic damage.
All right. Paul seems confused, but your necrotic damage rots away at his chest and armor. Greylog, you're up. The spirits on deck.
Are they on the ladder yet?
They are currently working. You just hear them working their way up. You can't see them yet.
I'm going to go to the ladder. Do I see them actually on the ladder yet?
Yes, you can see there are 3 of them, although Asari and your spirit are currently in the way.
Okay, I'm going to... Oh, you said my spirit's in the way, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
No.
Let's see, do they have to be willing? I can't remember. Let's see. Sugar choice, 5 feet. Man, they're not going to be willing for... Okay, that went out the door. I'm going to... Okay. I'm going to cast Moonbeam, angling right down the trapdoor.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it at 5th level.
5th level. Got it. Okay. Asari, your wildfire spirit, and the 3 creatures must make a Constitution saving throw.
I thought she was outside of
She is not. She hasn't moved.
Yeah, I was actually planning on here. Share screen.
Cool. It's cool.
There you go. You can see the battle map. But you're not...
What's up?
It's a con save.
Yes.
Okay. That's caught. Okay.
And my wildfire spirit fails.
Alright.
21 from Asari.
One of the spirits succeeds, the other 2 fail.
Okay, so it's half damage on a success.
Alright.
So let's see, it's 5d10. And that is 38 radiant damage on the ones that failed, and 19 on any that succeeded.
Sorry, you said 19 damage for me?
Yes.
Okay.
Oof, that hurt my poor little summoned wildfire spirit. You good, Matthew?
Oh, my mute button went off for some reason. Sorry. Might need to get this thing looked at some point. Anyway, I was asking if that was the end of your turn.
Yes. But you got all the damage and all that?
Yeah, I got everything noted. It's just like I was just muted when I was trying to ask you. All right. It is now the spirit's turn.
So I then get to roll again because if they start their turn in the beam, if I'm not mistaken.
Make sure you read the spell.
Yeah. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames.
Okay. Roll damage. And do I have to make the save again, or does it just do the damage?
I think it's the save, right?
Yeah, I think you have to you gotta roll again.
Yeah, okay, I got it. And with the 40-foot high cylinder, yep, it'll affect all of them again, so boop. That's a failure, and that's a failure. All three fail.
Nice. Uh, 20 radiant.
Greylog, as the creatures are caught up in your beam, you see two of the spirits vanish into smoke. Asari, you're blinded by the moonlight, so you're more hearing just the sound of screeching behind you. As the surviving one is going to continue climbing up the ladder, and since the first thing it runs into is Greylog's wildfire spirit, it is going to make a... Oh, what's it going to do? Let me actually check. I have to check something on your wildfire spirit.
Okay.
Yep, okay. It is going to use memory drain. Your wildfire spirit must make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh, how intelligent is this little guy? Let's see. Oh, that's not too bad.
All right, so intelligence saving throw.
4.
Nat 20? Oh, 4. Okay. All right. It what's its current intelligence?
13 plus 1.
All right. Its intelligence is now 12, and it takes 19 psychic damage.
He's gone. He just goes poof.
You watch as the spirit clambers its way up through the moonlight, wraps its shadowy hands around your spirit's throat, and as the memories are leached from it, it vanishes into smoke. And with that out of the way, it can now attack Asari. Asari does a 15 hit.
I think it does. Let me check. 15.
All right. You take...
Well, she was asking if it was a 15.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes,
Okay.
and it does hit.
Okay. You take 5 slashing damage and 6 psychic damage.
Yeah, at least you didn't lose any intelligence. My
Don't.
wildfire buddy took that for you.
However, the doppelganger is dead. Paul, you're up. What would you like to do? Yeah.
He kicks Asari down the ladder.
Okay. You easily have the movement speed to do so. As you run away from the now abandoned corpse of the doppelganger, you look down the trapdoor. From the looks of it, Asari is beginning to get clawed at by one of them. However, that one appears to be the only one remaining of the current horde. And it is weakened. However, you can see it beginning to regenerate. Unfortunately, given the nature of their curse, it is literally the nature of the curse that you can't recognize them, so you do not recognize them. However, you do see they are the same kind of faceless silhouettes of the victims of the Doppelganger's curse.
Can I reach my hand out for them?
For Asari?
No, for the ghost.
Oh, what are you trying to do?
I mean, just simply, I want to simply just try to seem friendly to them, you know?
Okay. Just a moment, sorry. Alright. Sorry, I'm having to make a few rolls on my end before we continue. Curses and all, you get it? And... okay. Sorry, as you feel the creature clawing into your leg, you see Paul reach out towards it, but after a moment of hesitation, they unsheath their blade and plunge it down the tunnel. And you hear the shadowy creature give a hiss, and its claws in your legs fade away.
That's weird. What the fuck's going on?
With the spirits gone and the doppelganger dead, the Paul steps back and offers their hand to you, Asari, to pull you up onto the tower.
Yeah, I'll accept the hand. And as we meet eyes, I'll just be like, "You want to tell us what the fuck is going on?"
What do you mean?
You're not acting like yourself.
How so?
It's hard to explain. I don't know, but
You're more
thank you.
aggressive, more deadly.
Well, I mean,
If all we
he
know
did just
doesn't
kill us.
like taking any form of life, ghost or not.
Well, if you're referring to him, and he gestures to the dead doppelganger, this is my home, and my family, and I did what I had to do.
I understand. Actually.
That, yes, the ghost. First you go to offer it your hand, and then you just stab it.
I tried to reach out for it to see if I can negotiate, but Asari was in danger, so I had to take action.
There's a little softer look on her now. I'm sorry to be suspicious. It's just all those stories of that. Can I finish?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap.
Graylog, go ahead and roll insight off to the side. Sorry, continue.
Hang on, I gotta think of what I was just saying.
All the stories about...
Oh, right. Everything that we heard about that being taking people's minds and all of that, just... I'm glad it's dead, but I just was suspicious.
There's nothing to worry about now. It's dead, so... I'm just sorry that the curse isn't lifted. Are any of you hurt? Do you need healing?
I mean...
Is he dead? Because it was said that if he dies, this curse dies with him. So I'm wondering if he's actually dead.
Well...
Could you do me a favor?
I will admit I held back a little bit. I'm not really comfortable. Oh. I'm not really comfortable.
Having really bad lighting issues.
I'm not exactly comfortable taking somebody's life while they're completely helpless, but if you think he's still alive and want to make sure that the job is done, then I won't stop you. Just don't involve me.
No. The body's dead, but his mind may not be. Can you do me a favor?
Sure. What do you need?
You've got that magic, your healing hands, I think you called it?
Close enough.
Which can... what all can that do? Can it remove curses and diseases? Even if it might be mental?
Mental diseases, I'm not sure. I haven't tried before.
Well, you cast it on yourself. If he's in your head, that might be what's keeping the curse still in effect.
Oh, I see. Well, I need to heal up after... And he gestures to the wound Asari left in his chest.
Exactly. Perfect opportunity.
I really should start asking questions before I start stabbing. I do apologize.
Well, I'm just glad you suspected me instead of Graylog. I'm not sure Graylog would have survived. And he will pump himself
I'm
with
not
26...
sure I would have attacked him.
26 points of lay on hands.
Anything change?
I feel fine.
I'm just gonna have to trust him. He's already done so much for us, right? Let's just move on.
Let's see if we can find the wands. That's what we came after.
Well, he didn't get much of a chance to fight. Maybe they're on him. And Paul approaches the doppelganger's body and kind of leans down and starts rifling through some of the pockets before.
I'll help him.
All right.
I'm still keeping an eye on him. I'm not sure about this.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on him, but I'm gonna trust him for now.
Greylock's not.
Asari, it's a little trippy searching the what seems to be lifeless corpse of your friend. Roll investigation with advantage since Paul's helping
Greg?
you.
It's Greg, right?
Yeah,
It's
he's still in
Greg,
Greg's
right?
form at the moment.
Yeah, she's just kind of like, this is
Gruesome.
not sure how I feel about this. Yeah, she's like, I'm not sure how I feel about this, to be honest. What am I doing?
Investigation at advantage since Paul's helping you.
Can I roll a history check? Don't
Sure. For what?
Don't doppelgangers revert back to their other form, to their true form when they die?
Roll history.
Natural 20, so 23.
Okay.
And that was a 19.
Greg, yes. Well, you know that at the very least changelings, but as far as you know, this is true of all shapeshifters, will revert to their normal, like natural form whenever they die. And sure enough, Asari, as you search the doppelganger's body, you find a few just kind of loose bits of candy in the pockets, and stuffed kind of haphazardly into the back of their pants. You see a pair of ebony wands. And
I'll take that, and I'm gonna take the candy.
as you start scooping
And I'm
out
just
the
gonna say
candy
to the corpse, now take your candy too.
Asari, you also notice that the doppelganger, while they are bleeding out onto the rug, they do still appear to be clinging to life, possibly just bleeding out and going into shock.
I would like to do sometime. Okay. I would like to reach to my boot, and I'm gonna take out my dagger and I'm gonna stab him.
Before she does this,
right into his chest.
before she does this, I want to say, sorry, wait, something's not right.
Asari, do you stop?
I'll kind of like right as I'm about to do the stab. You better have a good reason to stop me.
Just take the wands and step back, please. I'm going to try something. This is going to be a little bit risky. Can you all be on standby just in case this goes south?
I love you, but I'm not moving.
I think there's more to this than what we've been told.
She kind of like
Paul kind
growls.
of steps back cautiously with his hands up, and as long as it's nothing disrespectful.
Of course not.
Does next monthly.
I'm going to cast level 1 Cure Wounds on him, just enough so he's not dying anymore, but not enough that he'll be a threat.
Okay. How much does he heal for?
Let's see. He gets 5 health.
All right.
Like the blade of my dagger, like under his like chin. One wrong move, and I swear to you, this will go into your skull. I would like to use my forceful presence feat to intimidate him for information.
All right, roll intimidation.
I'm gonna use my feet to give myself advantage.
Okay. Roll intimidation at advantage.
I get this once per short rest. Oh. Like, you said intimidation.
Correct.
That's what
with
you requested,
advantage.
yes.
Okay. The first one's a 4. Fuck you, D&D Beyond. And the second one is a natural 20, so 27.
Okay.
Thank you, D&D Beyond. That's the third one I got from them.
D&D Beyond is good.
Greylog, as you cast your healing, you see the bladed wounds begin to close. And Asari, you immediately start roaring and demanding answers. And you imagine if the Doppelganger was conscious, you would have intimidated the fuck out of them. But they are still currently unconscious. You're
Yep.
Daft Punk.
You're very garbled.
You gotta figure out what.
Hello?
There you go. What's up?
I was under the impression that he was conscious because you said that he was like his eyes were open and he was
I
clinging
did
to life.
not.
That's why
I
he
just said that he was
conscious.
bleeding all over the rug and presumably going into shock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he never said he had eyes open, but he did get healing. I think that's where the confusion is. Usually when
I'm
you
gonna-
heal,
I'm
you
gonna-
become more.
Take my rope and I'm gonna tie him up,
Okay.
like his hands behind his back, sort of thing, so he can't do anything.
Okay.
And he's gonna wait for him to regain consciousness.
Okay. Asari, you have a small handful of candy and the presumably Spelltwin Wands, a pair of very fine, albeit very ancient-looking, ebony-colored wands. And
Can I do something real quick?
what would you like to do?
So since Greg is gonna babysit, I would like to look at the wands and just soak in their history as a, archaeological nerd.
Okay. Paul's sits next to you, Greylog, as Asari begins to fawn over the Spelltwin Wands with archaeological interest for their significance as an artifact, and of course their contribution to the awaiting archaeological find of the century. And Paul kind of quirks a brow slightly and looks to you, Greylog. So, what's the plan here exactly?
Just something didn't seem quite right. The spirit said we broke our word, pretty much saying because we said that we weren't going to harm any of the family. So
Well,
who is this guy exactly?
To be fair, we didn't say we wouldn't harm the family. We said we wouldn't destroy the house, and we did break down that door downstairs, if you remember.
I don't know. There's just something's telling me that there's more. And if I'm wrong, we'll finish him off. But I'd rather cover all my bases, you know?
He gives a bit of a shrug, and
And the curse didn't break, so maybe, just maybe, we can get the answers out of him on how to do it.
very well.
If we're not satisfied, then by all means, we'll kill him.
I'm not asking to kill him. I just wanted to know what your plan was.
Well, there you have it. Just information. There's something in my guts telling me that there's something else going on here.
He gives a shrug, but starts rifling through some of the crates and chests lying around up here. And if you're indeed going to simply wait,
When you say he's rifling through the chest, what is he doing exactly? Can I tell? Did he grab any candy?
He's like rifling through the candy box, but just seemingly checking if there's anything more valuable in it than just candy, as you don't see him take anything out.
He's not one to loot. This is really weird. Part of why he's not letting this other guy die, just in case there's something else going on. Like a mental swap of some kind. But yes, he's gonna wait.
Okay. About an hour passes. Twilight had come just as you emerged in the Doppelganger's room, and the twilight turns into simply full night. And with that, the figure begins to stir, and their form shifts back into at least what you presume to be a natural form. Much like yourself, they're shadowy, unidentifiable. There's nothing about it that immediately gives away any sense of identity or individuality. Simply a shadow given form. And he awakens, and as he takes in his surroundings, appears to be returning to consciousness.
Interesting. Okay. When he seems to be a bit more aware, I will start my interrogation.
All right, what do you ask him?
What is your name? Who are you?
My name? As White Feather.
Oh my shit. Quickly, I'm going to turn around and point my hands at Paul. Not another move, imposter.
What?
This guy just said he's White Feather. That's Paul's last name.
You mean my last name?
Not unless you swapped memories with him. You did take on his appearance.
You mean the Doppelganger took on my appearance?
I know doppelgangers.
No,
More
you
than
don't.
most. Can I drop my form so I'm looking just like him?
You change your form to your natural state, and he just stares at you completely nonplussed, and you're a changeling. That's different.
Close enough. But I know him probably more than you would. Prove to me that you're actually Paul Whitefeather.
Okay, how do you want for me to go about doing that?
Okay. Is there any cast spell magic on yourself? If there's some sort of magical connection that is being gone from this guy to you, it'll be removed if you can cast remove dispel magic on yourself and beat it.
Okay. And he holds up his hand before kind of realizing as he does so, I can't right now. I used up all my energy for that in that fight. But you've already seen me heal myself, and apparently that wasn't good enough. I'm starting to get the impression that you'd find a reason to disbelieve anything.
And if it was the other way around, would you be just as willing to trust me?
He kind of does like a vague noise, doesn't seem quite certain. Uh,
You're not acting like the Paul I know.
How so? Explain to me what I'm doing that's so out of character.
You were willing to take a life. You rifled through objects that were not your own. Paul never, ever goes through other people's stuff.
He kind of quirks a brow, and this entire mission we've been taking people's stuff. I just wanted to make sure that
Paul has
there
not.
wasn't.
He's let everybody else grab stuff.
He holds up his hands and gives a shrug. If you're so confident you're right, then by all means attack me. But I will defend myself. I have to get back to my family.
Everything's telling me that this isn't right.
Just let it go, okay?
And if we're wrong,
the thing is dead. It's right there on the. It's on the floor. It's right there. What else
No,
do you
he's
want
not.
from him?
no, he's not dead. Remember, I healed him, brought him back.
Well, he was.
But here's the thing:
And you really think?
if he was that close to death, like the spirits would not have done that. They would have started to revert. They did not. Something isn't right. And everything's telling me that, yeah, you look like Paul,
What?
talk like him, but you're not.
No.
Physically,
He
you
is
might be
Paul.
Paul. Mentally, you are not.
No, he is. And so is he. And I'm gonna point at the now alive guy. I think they're mentally linked or something.
What all do I know about doppelgangers?
Based on that history roll, you know that they are formless creatures that read the minds of others, take on their forms, usually infiltrate their lives, families, and societies. They are known to be mischievous, but not necessarily outright hostile. Although you know most people are given the circumstances, quite afraid of them, but more in the sense that just they are afraid without necessarily a whole lot of basis for that. Beyond that, you know of their capabilities and the potential risks they pose, but not much else.
Do I know about any special abilities they might have?
Beyond the ones I've already mentioned, no.
I want to keep him alive.
Fine by me. You want me to carry him?
No, I've got him.
All right. He looks down to the doppelganger and kind of gives him a nod. You're coming back with us. Greylog, you pick up the doppelganger. You may carry him however you wish. And Paul approaches the trapdoor and nods to the two of you. All right. Are we ready to head out, or is there more questions?
I'm content for now until we've had a chance to rest.
All right. And with that, Paul descends the trapdoor ladder. Sorry.
I'm just gonna Give. Greg already went down.
No,
No,
not yet.
Okay, so it's just me and him.
Yeah, and the doppelganger who is conscious and being carried by Greylog.
Does he look like he's able to speak right now?
Yeah, you heard him speak earlier.
doppelganger?
Yeah, that's how he was able to give you White Feather as an identifier.
I'm gonna look at him. I will find out the truth. And I will leave it at that.
And as I go down the stairs, I'm going to say, please don't make me regret saving your life. But something tells me that there's more going on here.
The three of you make your way down the ladder where Paul waits for you in his mother's bedroom. He kind of looks over the door, which still is very damaged, and is there any last things you guys would like to do in the castle? The spirits, wherever they are, appear to have calmed for the time being, although you're not sure how long that is going to be the case. Do you wish to explore the castle further, or just make for the exit and get back into the little cellar tunnel?
I would like to take the door, and I would like to just hang it upright, as if, like, I started to try to fix the door.
You shattered it with ice, remember?
Yeah, it's just lying in
I did?
pieces.
Ice and shattered it.
Cool. Can I just start taking the pieces and start
Yeah,
putting
kind
them
of stack
together?
them up in a vague barricade, sure.
It's like, yes, you don't. Sorry again.
Sorry, you take a few minutes to precariously stack the shards and blocks of ice you left in your wake.
I just imagine right now, like they're like assorted in size.
Yeah,
It's like here's a little one, here's a big one. I think that's a doorknob.
And with that, begin to descend down the winding tower stairs, out into the second floor hall. You make your way to the balcony that overlooks the entrance hall, and begin making your way down the stairs.
And is the village outside of the castle inhabited, or is it empty?
Yeah, it's inhabited. You encountered the guards there, remember?
I no. Okay, my character will remember. I do not, because I wasn't there for that session.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, yes. You are in the capital of this empire. It is well inhabited.
I'm gonna let them go do whatever they want. I don't trust Paul's siblings to not attack on sight based on everything that's happened.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let them know, hey, I'm gonna go find an inn. Keep this guy under check until we can figure out more information.
All right, I'll take him.
No, he's mine.
Or not.
And Greylog will head off to find an inn.
All right. So I'm guessing you leave him with Asari then?
No, he's taking.
Oh well, you told them to keep an eye on him, so I presume that you were leaving him for somebody.
I said I was gonna go find an inn so I could keep an eye on him.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because I don't expect Paul's siblings to just not attack him on sight.
Okay. All right. You start making your way to the front door, and Paul turns to you, Asari, and well, in that case, if he's gonna find an inn, I do have an idea for what we could do.
Oh, and what's that?
He seems, and he nods to Greylog as he's heading down the stairs and onto the first floor, pretty convinced that something's wrong, and it's got me worrying too. So I'm thinking what if we ask, I think in this world it was T. What if we ask T for help? And I figure while we're there, you can get back what you gave up.
I would love to. I really, really would. It's very, very tempting. Don't misunderstand me. I don't trust you right now either. The only reason I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt is because you saved me back there and you healed me, which is something that you would normally do. But
Well,
something just
somebody around
doesn't.
here is seeing reason.
Something doesn't taste right. It's like, you know, when you eat a cookie from the shop and it just doesn't taste like how your mum makes it, and you can't put your finger on what's missing, and then you realize it's the love that they put in the cookie that's missing. It's like that. Something is missing. It's really hard to describe.
The love, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you're one of the most compassionate people I've ever met, and while I understand wanting to save your home, I get that completely. I mean, if it was my home, I'd probably do the same. But you just never really struck me as the kind of person to even kill, even when somebody has violated you. You never gave me that impression, which I think is what Greylog is trying to get across, is that today we just saw a different version than what we're normally used to, and, you know, with how everybody was acting when we got here, with, you know, not being able to trust their own families because this guy changes lives for his own amusement, I guess. It's really hard to trust you right now.
I see. Well, then, how about we compromise? You go with him, and he nods to Greylog down the stairs, and I'll make my way out into the forest and see if I can't negotiate with T to get you what you gave up. If you think we're in danger, then I think all of us need to be fighting at our highest capacity.
I would like to accompany you to go to T, because yes, I would like my stuff back very much. And I think Urug would be more than willing to let me tag along just to keep an eye on you, since that is something that he is wanting.
He gives a nod, and all right. Well, and he gestures downstairs where Greylog is approaching the door. You want to just go with him for now, then, and then head out into the forest once he finds a place to stay?
She shakes her head. I trust him entirely. I don't have to see or be there for him to do anything. I trust him. So, let's go.
That doesn't seem fair. But he does begin to make his way downstairs.
He kind of gives a chuckle.
Was he trying to get rid of you, like, really hard?
Yeah, no. She caught on to that. She did. She's not stupid.
I guarantee you, if Austin was doing the voice, nobody would have said a goddamn thing.
Honestly, I was like, hey, maybe you should have just told me to be evil, for a bit, or like pretend.
I'll be honest. I considered it. The problem was that I actually didn't know in advance who was going to get hit. So
it's not that you just did that you're doing his voice that threw off Greylog.
Everything.
It's the actions that are going with it.
Yeah,
you say that, but everyone's like, "Oh, Paul never kills. Paul never kills." He was the one who made that decision to do a lethal blow.
Yeah, I was like,
well,
but here's the thing.
He had a reason.
With the captain from the pirate ship, who pissed us all off, used us, tried to kill us, and recruit us into his little minion army. Paul never tried to kill him.
But
and many others that we should kill, Paul has never aimed for lethal blows. So it just something was telling me that it was just something's not right.
I would say, I mean,
I want to give it the benefit of a doubt. I do.
I say
That's why I'm just.
Yeah, just like because, well, definitely it was like the very beginning. You attacked, quote unquote me, and you're like just without any rhyme or reason. Like,
Well, yeah. Well, she does that. If you haven't noticed, she does that for everybody.
And plus, Paul's an oath of devotion. They're not going to just go out and just start smiting their enemies. It goes against their code.
Well, I think it's beginning to get a little bit grayer than that, honey.
That's not how paladins work. There is no gray. If gray appears, they are no longer paladin. They are oathbreaker.
Not really sure how it works because I've never played a paladin. So.
It depends on the oath.
Really like, you just have to follow the rules that the oath sets for you. There's no, like...
He's, like, didn't he mention it to the party once? About his oath, more or less, was? Where he doesn't take innocent life, he doesn't go against what he believes to be right, and killing was on his list of things that are wrong?
He did. He told you that breaking rules that have already been previously set out was considered a breakable part of his oath. But he, correct me if I'm wrong, Austin, I believe all that he's mentioned is that he prefers not to kill people, but like, you know.
Yeah, no, he will.
Because at that point, you would make the argument of why doesn't he stop you guys from killing people if letting people die?
As long as he's not involved, it's not his doing, I guess.
Oh yeah, but murder by inaction is a thing.
Yeah, but still, I'm just trying to give him the benefit of doubt, but still want to convey my suspiciousness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to metagame. It's just Greylog is. The actions aren't adding up to him.
Yeah, it's nothing about...
Especially when the ghost showed up. I don't think they're going to act like that over a door. Like, I know it sounds crazy because they did, in fact, try to kill me over a door that I burned down. But... It's just,
you hear yourself when you talk, or
why would only 3 ghosts show up if they were that angry? They said that she flat out said she herself would show up and rip his soul to shreds, so it would be undistinguishable, and she did not show.
Very true. Very true. All right. Asari, you follow Paul down the stairs, and Greylog, as you approach the front door with the Doppelganger in tow, Asari and Paul branch off to take one of the side doors down into the cellar. Greylog, as you approach the door and give it a push, a pull, you don't know if it's locked, but it definitely isn't opening. I will say you would recall that the townsfolk barricaded the door to try and prevent the spirits from getting out.
I want to look at the Doppelganger. If I teleport us out here, would you be willing to let me do it?
I was saying, doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
I get it.
Well, by all means, you do. We just have to find a different way out, but this will be the most efficient way.
No, I'm in your hands at the moment, so I will believe that you have, you know what you're doing at least.
So, bonus action, I will summon my wildfire spirit back and have him use the fiery teleportation.
You've expended all of your uses. You can't do that right now.
Oh yeah, I did use both of my wild shapes.
Yeah, technically you shouldn't have been able to do the summon wildfire spirit during the fight. Period.
Can I
I know,
just
'cause
say? Can I
I'd,
just say? I just
I'd
have
already
like
summoned
this,
him earlier.
I just have this
Like
image.
when we went into the
Yeah.
building to begin with, right when they were about to attack us.
Well, yeah, but then at that point he was on like the bottom floor.
Yeah, but he follows me wherever I go.
Well, in the future, specify that. But regardless, you can't summon him here, and he's been extinguished. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I see any other ways out?
You of course know of the cellar entrance, which is where Asari and Paul are going. There are also windows that you could break.
He's hesitant about the windows. You've been here for a while. How do you usually get in and out?
There's front door.
It's locked and barricaded from the other side.
Settlers, yeah, there's the cave, yeah.
Yes, and there's other people down there who will kill you on sight.
Really?
You gotta have more than that. Every person that has a spot has an extra way of escape.
Really seeing a reason to, so.
Let me think. You know what? I am going to. Let's see. How long does this last? Okay, up to 1 hour. Okay, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on myself and this guy, and I'm going to follow after Paul and Asari, and just when we get through, keep going.
Okay. Asari, you and Paul make your way down the cellar, and you see the open barrel, the open bird cage. Paul kind of giving it a glance as they pass by, and
Can I say something to Paul?
of course.
I'm gonna say, no, one of these days we've really got to find which one is the real one, so I can call the not real one a full Paul. I'm hilarious.
Paul kind of stares at you for a moment with a kind of odd face.
I'm
And
trying to laugh. You look constipated. You're right.
that line gets him to crack a little bit more, and yeah, you can see Paul is like holding back laughter and actually puts like a fist to his mouth to like prevent himself from laughing.
Oh, all right. Come on. You know you want to let it out.
No,
You
I
are
have to.
such a liar.
I have to be a professional about this. A
Mm,
pro
oh,
Paul,
right.
if you
Oh,
can say. And he
What you
slaps
love.
at his knees, laughing.
That's funny. That's funny. You're hilarious.
All
I didn't
right.
know you could be funny.
There's a lot you don't know about me. Come on, cadet. Let's get downstairs.
Why do you keep saying that. I'm not a cadet. It's a doctor to you.
He kind of pauses for a second before looking over his shoulder and... Right, sorry. Forgot how insistent you were on that. Sorry, it's a old habit. And he kind of pats at the shield.
Interesting.
Oh.
Just gonna keep walking.
Oh, and I rolled a 31 on stealth, by the way.
Okay.
I have a feeling I know what's going on here, but I don't want to be wrong.
Well, considering what he just said, even though I'm not there, I'm trying not to metagame so hard.
No,
He gave himself
I
away.
realized. No, I realized it quite a bit ago, but I had to test my theory first.
Paul
Yeah,
is
no,
the first.
she's just gonna walk.
Yeah, Paul's the first to slide down into the sewers, with you not far behind him, and Greylog, as you descend down into the cellar, you do not see them anywhere, but I mean, you know there's only one place they could have gone, so you'll be relatively hot on their heels. Asari, as you're lowered into the sewer tunnel, you look around in a bit of confusion as you see that Paul's siblings are nowhere to be found. And Paul looks pretty confused too, looking around, and where's the party at?
Maybe when the guy died, it fixed everything? I don't know.
Oh, my brothers would still be here if that was the case. They didn't have anything to do with this.
Yeah, it is strange, wouldn't you think? You like that, huh? Yeah, you can have that ham. Sorry, I was feeding my dog my ham. I'm gonna see how long this is gonna how far he's gonna take this. So I'm just gonna walk down the sewer and I'm gonna take a look around, as if I'm trying to investigate.
Okay. You step forward. Greylog, as you slide down with the Doppelganger over your shoulder, you are very quiet and stealthy. And yeah, you notice it too, the startling absence of anyone down here. And you see Paul kind of backing up towards the ladder apprehensively, luckily not touching it and noticing your presence. And as Asari steps forward to start, quote-unquote, investigating, Asari, roll investigation. Or are you just, like, playing the part and you're not really looking at anything?
You know what? I will try to at least, see what my little dragon eyes can see. And
Okay.
they don't see anything. That was an 8.
And do I remember the Doppelganger's real name? I know the bird told me.
It was an.
Roll a history check.
I wish I could say it. Like, it's just like literally like a word thing for me. I just can't say it.
That is a 17.
Yeah, I'll allow that. You remember that his name was Martinko Klingak.
Yeah, I'm never gonna remember that. Can you write that down for me, please?
I'm gonna sneak up behind who looks to be Paul and say, something wrong, Martiko, you said Kaplok?
Klingak.
Klingot. Because they said that we couldn't defeat this guy without saying his name.
You see the hairs shoot up on the back of Paul's neck, and he whirls around and draws his sword. and he kind of stares at you for a moment before just shaking his head. You know, you're a real pain in the ass. You know that?
Yes, that's my specialty. You should figure one out for yourself other than impersonation.
You ever heard of actors, kid?
It's the highest form of flattery, they say.
So what was your end goal here?
I'll
At least
save...
indulge me that.
Oh, I'm
Isn't
going to
it
save
obvious?
that twist until I pull it off. Although, for your information, and he nods to the doppelganger on your shoulder, your little friend's not as innocent as you think he is. When he pulled that sword on me, he was going to kill me if I hadn't reacted fast.
Oh no, I have no doubt.
Oh, so you were just bullshitting me then?
Oh no. You entered his home, attacked his family and his city. By all means, who wouldn't try to kill them?
Well, nice to have that confirmed at least. And he dusts at Paul's suit. You are definitely an asshole. So was your plan to just accuse your friends at random, or did you just kind of have some magical knowledge that it was me?
It was your actions. You did well, but it wasn't quite perfect.
Your acting is pretty good, but it wasn't convincing enough. I mean,
I
it
take
was
offense
still
to
good.
that.
So why do you want to go see T? Wait,
Oh.
was I there for that? I can't.
You were
No.
not.
Oh, not
I'll
my
say that.
bad.
I'll say that. So, what's your business with T, the Lady of the Lake?
Oh, I don't have any business with her. I just felt like it was something he would offer. Seems like a real goody two-shoes.
You did get me there. I will admit that.
Well, if we're done here, I'm out of here.
No, you're not.
Oh, I think I am. And he looks over your shoulder, and Greylog, you see a humanoid shape step out of the darkness, and Asari, you feel the point of a rapier press against the small of your back. Nobody moves and nobody gets hurt.
So you already got to them too, huh?
Oh, I have nothing to do with this. I actually want to get out before things go further south.
Fuck. Can I look at who's like? Can I like look over my shoulder at who's like trying to stab me in the back? Like literally.
Looking over your shoulder, you see it appears to be a dark elf man wearing these flamboyant colors, a brightly colorful patchwork poncho, a mane of white hair that's elegantly kept, a brilliantly colored feathered hat, very nice looking boots. Overall, the exact opposite of the kind of person you'd think you would encounter in a sewer. And as he gives his order for you to not move, you see a few more dark elves wielding blades and crossbows slink out of the shadows.
I'll say it's very obvious to him, this absolute, like, at first she was like, oh, maybe I should be scared, and now that she has seen him, she's just like, oh, God. And then, like, that shit, like, actually comes out of her mouth, she's just like, oh, God. Ugh.
I'm gonna look at Paul the impersonator. If we get out of this, we'll help you get out of this. In exchange, why don't you just join us instead of fighting us? You seem to have more use.
Come on, we'll have some laughs.
I'll take you up on that deal.
Plus, who else is gonna laugh at my jokes?
Exactly. But you will have to give back Paul to his correct body, please. Once you get to that point. For now, we have to deal with these guys.
The flamboyant dark elf jabs Asari slightly, not enough to draw blood, but enough to at least give a painful poke with the rapier.
He
And
just looks more annoyed than hurt. Oh look, it's a peacock. I didn't know they had those down here.
well, I'm afraid you're going to have to keep looking, mon chéri.
And what do you
I
want?
don't know. You're looking like a peacock to me.
To you, Greylog, he gives a one-handed bow and kind of swirling tip of his hat before giving you a smile. And I'm here on behalf of my organization. You encountered us back in Osteliant, the bees without hives. And I believe
those guys, right.
And I believe we had something of an arrangement. Your artifacts, please.
The
I don't remember.
was that you wouldn't try to steal them to us if we got there first, I believe.
I think
you wouldn't cross us.
sweetheart. I think they think we're our alternatives. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're not stupid enough to make that deal. They had Laup with them.
Yeah, but have you met my counterparts?
Yes, so that's why I'm hoping the other guy was more intelligent than the two of us were.
I said yeah. Okay.
At this point, I want to cast hallucinatory terrain and turn this area into something else, at least visually.
Okay. Is there a saving throw, or is it just happen?
Let's see. It does not show that there is a saving throw. Just that it says you make a natural terrain in a 150-foot cube in a range. Look, sound, and smell like some other sort of natural terrain.
Yeah, I feel like there might be.
It does say
disbelievable.
A creature carefully examining the illusion can attempt an intelligence/investigation check against your spell save DC to disbelieve it.
Okay.
A creature who discerns the illusion for what it is sees it as a vague image superimposed on the terrain.
All right, and what are you changing the terrain to look like?
It will now appear to look like they are now, like lava is breaking through the floor, and it is surrounding all of them, and three of us are going to just like try to disappear into the lava.
Okay. As lava begins to burst from the ground, I'll say that it has to happen on his turn for him to investigate to see if it's false. So he gives a swear in what you assume is undercommon, and looks to the huge pile of powder kegs, the lava, and... Well, now you're just a fool. None of us are getting out of here now.
And I'm going to grab the other two and run.
Wait, how are you going to do that? She literally weighs like 300 pounds.
I'm not picking you up. I'm grabbing your hand.
Okay.
I said grab, not pick up.
I thought you said pick up.
Alright, yeah, but we still carry. Not that much.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay. And sorry, do you accept Greylog's guiding hand?
Yeah, she'll just like, I imagine he just like takes her hand and they just say, run.
Okay. He is going to make an opportunity attack against you.
Okay.
And I did grab the Paul impersonator guy as well.
Okay.
Which one's the faux Paul?
The faux Paul is the one that can move on his own. The real Paul is on my back.
Mm,
I'm so tired.
I don't. I'm so confused.
Pretty much, they swapped minds.
That's what I fucking okay. That's what I thought, but like my brain's just like, no, Amanda, you're wrong.
Possibly.
Okay.
Which is why this guy's so hard to kill, apparently. Is because of the fact that he can switch from person to person whenever that body's about to die.
Possibly.
That's a
At least that's what my theory is.
I don't know. I like him.
Yeah, he's not horrible. I'll give him
got-
that.
Okay. Asari?
Mhm.
You take 1 radiant damage and 2 necrotic damage.
Okay.
As the dark elf slashes out at you with their rapier, but you are pulled into the quote-unquote lava by Greylog.
You need to work on your aiming, love.
You hear more swears in Undercommon, and I will say, do any of you present speak Undercommon? No, Greylog,
yes.
you do. Greylog, as you're pulling Martinko and Asari, and still with Paul like hoisted over your shoulder, as you're like trudging through the muck and water of the sewer, you hear him bark to the other dark elves in Undercommon. This powder's about to go off. Grab the prisoners and get upstairs.
No, I kind of realized that.
Greylog, you are guiding the party. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna get us out. And, like, do I see the prisoners as we're on our way out?
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Ow.
Let's see. $23.
You see the dark elves emerge from the darkness, dragging Belloc, Rifez, and Remus, who are gagged and tied up, and begin to just kind of start trying to hoist them up the ladder into the cellar, presumably trying to escape upwards into the castle rather than further into what they perceive as lava.
I'd like to struggle to get free.
Yeah, I was gonna say, y'all, stay here. I'll be right back.
What the fuck? No!
Trust me, I'm gonna go get them before they can get up the stairs. They're not like this terrain is got them fooled enough. Just 1 minute.
Oh my god.
I mean, I try to follow him.
If you die, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, I was gonna say, you're tied up, Paul.
I mean, he tied my legs. and
Yeah,
stuff.
but he can try and struggle to get free.
True.
So that, yeah, like,
While Greg is away, I'm going to help the doppelganger get free. No use in having your legs tied, and if we need to run.
And I'm gonna have my I'm gonna have my spear out, and I'm going to try to like quickly cut the ropes on the prisoners to get them to help escape.
I'm gonna say in response to what the doppelganger had said. He said thank you, right? I thought I heard you say thank you.
I think so.
All right.
Okay. Well, regardless, I'm just gonna say to him, "Don't make me regret this, please."
Well, Paul's gonna start heading towards, or I guess the doppelganger start heading towards the and follow along Greylog.
Okay. Everyone, please roll for initiative.
Boy.
Now,
At least they can't see us coming.
Matt, do I
They-
have?
They can though.
Do I still have my stuff?
Yes, you still have your abilities.
Oh, okay. Where was?
30. Oh, sorry, 30, 20.
Okay. All right. 25 to 20.
20.
All right. Greylog. 20 to 15.
I got 14.
Okay. 14. Sorry. Paul.
9.
Okay.
Nine.
The leader of the Bees Without Hives is going to have a.
I don't want this. Don't want it.
Yeah, but if we let them go, they're going to have hostages, and that's not going to end well.
As I was on, hang on.
Okay. All right. The leader is up first. Greylog, as you start running towards where they are trying to drag away the prisoners, the leader of the bees is going to run and basically like try his best to form a blockade between you and them, kind of standing directly to the side of the ladder so that his men can climb up it. While you have to deal with him if you want to stop them. And he is going to, holding out what appears to be a fingerless black glove, he waves his wrist and a spectral dagger appears in his grip. And he is going to use his bracer of flying daggers to throw them at you. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Does an 18 hit?
My AC is 18, so meets beats, correct?
Yes.
So yes.
Okay. He throws one of the daggers. You manage to kind of tuck and roll under it, but between the sewage sloshing around and the hard, rocky ground beneath it, you struggle to get back up, and a dagger flies into your shoulder, making true impact. You take 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And that is actually going to be it for him. He can't do anything else right now. Greylog, you're up. Asari on deck.
Okay. Like he's just standing next to the ladder?
Yeah, he's not actually preventing you from reaching, because that would get in the way of his guys too, but he's standing next to it, so basically if you're within melee range of the ladder, you're within melee range of him.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
going
where
to
is on the map?
put my spear away.
Okay, I see.
I'm going to drop the spear.
Huh?
Pull out the Scourge Whip.
Okay.
And I'm going to aim for the top guy on the ladder. Should be, like, is he within 10 feet?
No.
How far up has he gotten?
They haven't gone up it at all yet. They're just heading that way.
So whoever's, like, whoever's towards the front, I want to try to hit them with the whip.
Okay.
As long as they're within 10 feet.
Austin, would you mind putting the screen on so I can
I
see the map?
actually don't. I actually don't have a battle map for this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
can we
okay.
surprise
That was
you
for
with
the
this
first
one?
fight, yeah. That's why I stopped it. I figured you were using the other. Probably should stop that for miscommunication.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, I was just getting my bearings.
The closest one to you, Greylog. Let's see, 30 feet of movement. If you get within melee range of the leader, you will be able to whip one of the other guys, but you will have to be within melee range of him to do so.
I will accept it. Yes.
Okay.
Where's my?
You pull free the Scourge Whip and lash it out into the darkness and try to make impact against one of the attackers. Roll to hit.
That is my first natural 20 of the game.
It's not, but
I mean this session. My bad.
All right, roll damage.
Okay, let's see here. So that's 4 piercing, and let's see, 10d6, or 5d6 times. No. Okay, I'm doing the math wrong because it's doubled, right? I roll and then I double it.
Yes, I mean the results would be effectively similar enough, but yes, like that is how I usually do it.
Okay, so it's 6 piercing.
Yeah, the ratio. Oh, technically, yeah, it's the exact same. You get the maximum amount is the exact same.
Yeah.
And 27 poison.
Okay. You lash out with your whip and strike it across the face of one of the dark elves, who promptly recoils screaming, dropping one of Paul's brothers into the muck, and falls against the pile of powder kegs as the poison of the whip eats away at it. That dark elf is dead.
Y'all can still get out of this alive. Just drop the people and go.
Oh, my friend. We were willing to negotiate before, but now you've made it personal.
I'd have it no other way. Bring it on. I've fought worse. Which he has.
I love that you're like really super like trying to be cool, but oh my god.
Is that the end of your turn, Greylog?
Yeah, that's.
Can I do one thing before my turn?
As long as it's a free action.
Could I hand Paul the Paul, not the Doppelganger, but Paul.
Yes. Yeah, from this point I will be referring to them by their real names.
Okay, I want to hand him a little piece of candy from my pocket that I stole from him.
Okay. I'll call that an interaction.
Okay.
Alright. Anything else, Greylog?
No, sadly that is all I can do.
Alright, sorry, you're up. Paul on deck.
Alright, how far is this guy?
He is currently 30 feet up the tunnel from you. You will need to go 40 feet to get to the closest of the other dark elves.
Can I see him with my eyeballs?
Yes, but you are in the darkness, so even with dark vision, disadvantage is still a factor.
So we'll move into the light. We're not vampires here.
Okay.
So once I'm in the light and I can see properly, I'm gonna sling my good old spectral hand at him.
Alright, you aiming for the leader?
Yeah.
Alright, roll to hit.
The big kahuna. The guy with the face that I don't like.
Yeah, the man.
The man.
Peacock.
22.
That is a miss.
That's a miss?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Hey, we're level 12, man. What do you expect?
I don't know. It's just, my brain was like, wait, what? Was not prepared for that.
It's a pretty high roll. I mean, I would just
all
grab.
like-
I could
it's all
just
like-
actually. Yeah, Paul. Could
I'll
do
just
that.
kind of give Paul a guilty smile. I miss my magic.
We'll get back in time.
All right, that the end of your turn, sorry?
Yeah.
Paul, you're up.
Alright, well, as I am now the, I guess in a sense, a doppelganger.
Yeah. Mechanically, nothing has changed. The only difference is that you can't remember your name, and you are visually completely unidentifiable as any individual.
Well, yeah, but essentially I am in the body of the doppelganger, right? Or I have,
Yeah,
but would that change my
functionally,
race?
yes. But being that he's a doppelganger, your racial stuff doesn't change.
Okay, 'cause I could just transform, because I was just like, can I transform into, like, essentially Paul?
You cannot, I'm afraid.
Oh, so, because wouldn't I not have my items as well? A lot of mechanical problems here.
Okay, if you want me to clarify exactly what's happened mechanically, just for your reference, what happened is that when you did that fatal strike on him, he used the Spelltwin Wands to do a polymorph twice. So he turned himself into someone that's visually identical to you, and yourself into someone that's visually identical to him. And again, being that you were in the middle of a clusterfuck of a melee, switched your places.
So Dispel Magic, if he had been able to do so, would have given it away instantly.
Yes, but Paul was legitimately out of spell slots at that high of a level.
Yeah, he was.
Which Martinko did have a backup plan if he had the spell slots, but he didn't anyway. So,
Yeah, he probably would have faked it.
Okay.
but yeah, so that being said, Paul, you're good to go. What do you want to do?
Okay. Well, I guess I will then. That means I still have my healing. Okay. I took that away from myself. I thought he used my stuff.
No, you're good. You're good. Basically, he can replicate your stuff, but at this point, at this point there is mechanically 2 Pauls on the battlefield.
Nice. Forced to be. All right.
That's twice the bucket.
Yeah. Well, no, bucket's not on me right
No,
now.
bucket duplicated.
I don't have the bucket on me. He
Oh.
duplicated the item while it wasn't on me.
You needed the authenticity, you know? Big!
Didn't have the bucket. This is not the real Paul.
Rip!
But yeah, I guess as a bonus action, I would like to cast Sanctuary on Greylock.
Okay. You cast Sanctuary on Greylog. Greylog, you feel the protection and devotion of your paladin surge over you.
And can't use any spells. I'm going
Like, have
to.
This image of like Paul like reaching out and giving that to Greylog, and like Careless Whisper just starts
Yeah, but of course I'll move my 30 feet. So the captain's there.
Yeah, you can get within melee of the captain, but you cannot get with 30 feet into melee of the other ones, of which there are 2 remaining.
Well, I'm gonna use my channel divinity to give my sword to become sacred weapon.
All right.
So I imbued a magical light of 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light, and yeah, +2 my attack rolls. That's it.
All right. You can see the captain's. Looking at him closer, you can see he actually has an eye patch over one eye, but his remaining visible eye shrinks and he kind of closes it and actually does let out like a as he holds up his hand against the onflux of bright light. Being dark elves, much like a Vaven, they are not really prepared for bright lights. Anything else on your turn, Paul? All right. It is now the Dark Elf's turn. The one currently holding Belloc is going to try and shuffle past Greylog and start making his way up the ladder with the roguish prince in tow. Greylog, if you wish to make an opportunity attack, you may.
I would.
And Paul, if you can, if you wish to, you may as well.
Okay.
18.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
That spell.
And yeah, your sanctuary promptly drops.
I was expecting them to attack him.
So
I guess, yeah. I'll attack.
6 piercing and 14 poison.
Okay. You lash out with Scourge at the passing Dark Elf, and they let out a hiss as it stings against their back, but they keep going. What?
But I got 12 to hit.
That is a miss, I'm afraid. Paul, you wave out with your sword, but they manage to duck under it, and using your younger brother as a shield, they start one-handedly pulling themselves up the ladder towards the cellar exit to try and get up into the castle, away from all of you, and away from what they perceive to potentially be a immediate danger to themselves. The remaining one, since they have to wait for their buddy to finish climbing, is going to pull out a hand crossbow with one hand around Rufus's neck, holding him like way, from his perspective, way up in the air. They are going to pull out a hand crossbow with their free hand and take a shot at Greylog.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is a natural 20.
That will hit.
Make me a Constitution save.
Oh, I forgot you got that fucking poison.
I was gonna have poison.
16.
All right, you succeed the save. You take 6 piercing damage, but you do resist the poison. Top of the round. It is the leader's go. Greylog, you will go after him. Yeah. He is going to... Oh, what does he want to do? He is going
wants to surrender.
Yeah, after you just killed his friend? No thanks.
Just walks away from us.
He is going to lash out with his rapier, and first at you, Greylog, since right now his attention is firmly on you.
Does he really walk away?
No.
Oh.
I was just saying that.
Wow.
I was just saying that because technically we can't stop him. Can't opportunity attack him.
Like, okay. Your Zephyr is showing.
Your Zephyr is showing. Does a 25 hit, Greylog?
Yeah.
And does a 29 hit?
Just barely.
All right. Yeah, cutting it a little close. I wanted to make sure this boss was, of respectable strength for the situation. On the first, you take 6 radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
And on the next, you take 13 necrotic damage.
Okay. Ouch. But it was still good. Still good.
He slices up and down your body with his rapier, seemingly having gone from his like kind of jovial, like playful personage that he first greeted you with, just straight into like flat out like do or die mentality.
It's gonna take
And-
more than that to kill me.
Oh, I'm sure, my friend. That's why I'm doing this. And he plunges his rapier into the ground, and everything goes black for all of you as he casts darkness. And as you guys are plunged into darkness, you hear the sound of rapid footsteps in the sludge of the sewer, not coming towards you, but away from you, as Martinko is going to take this opportunity to make his escape.
Hey, fucking coward!
Good luck with that, assholes!
I thought we were gonna be friends.
Oh, we were friends! We shut off! What the fuck, bro?
Martinko is going to use his action to dash to get as far down the tunnel as he can.
Only friend, and he left.
Because I was gonna say, at least it was Asari who got the wands, right?
Yes.
Paul?
Yes, Asari grabbed the wands.
Okay.
So you did not lose the Spelltwin Wands,
Just
but,
had a coronary.
but you have lost Paul's identity for the time being. Greylog, you're up. Asari on deck. You are all in the darkness spell.
So, based on memory, I'm going to lash out with the whip at the guy that shot me with the bow.
That shot you with the bow. Okay, roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
17.
All right. You lash out into the darkness towards who you recall having shot at you. But your whip cracks against empty air.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky. And I guess because I know that they're not going to make it so that they can't see themselves, I'm gonna take a few steps forward to get out of the darkness.
Okay. How far forward are you willing to go? Are you just going to keep going until you get to the end of the darkness?
Let me think. Because how far was it from where I was? Because I was within 10 feet of the ladder.
So you want to head 10 feet forward?
Yes.
All right, you head 10 feet forward. You are still in darkness.
Okay, I'm going to grab the ladder.
Okay.
And I'm gonna climb up it just a little bit. Yes, I know I'll get an opportunity attack from the guy since I'm leaving his area.
Well, actually, he can't see you, so...
Oh, then I'm going to climb the ladder until I can see what's going on.
All right. You climb up as far as you can on your turn, but you have still not exited the darkness.
Okay. But at least with me here, they can't get past me, so there's no escape for them either.
Nerd.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Greylog?
It is.
Okay. Asari, you're up. Paul on deck.
Okay. So I can't see shit, right?
Yeah, you are in complete darkness.
I'm just gonna say, and the other Paul left, right?
You just heard that Martinko's escaping, and he indeed laughed at you as he's making a run for it.
And I had something funny to say too. I can't do shit. I don't think I can. Let me see. Do I need to see anything? Okay. Okay, so it doesn't specify in the spell if I need to see what I'm doing, because it says that I create a skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. And
Yeah.
seeing as
You
I
roll
am,
disadvantage.
Yeah, you can roll, but you'll have disadvantage.
could I use like my big brain knowledge to do the academics?
No.
Okay. So I'm just gonna do it. It's 120 feet.
Yeah, you're well within range. Roll to hit.
So disadvantage.
Yes.
All right. So the first one is a dirty 20,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is a 12.
All right, and are you rolling to hit the leader or the remaining dark elf?
The remaining dark elf.
All right. You try to recall where the crossbow firing dark elf had fired from, and sling your draconic spell into the darkness, but you don't hear any sounds or get any feedback that imply you hit them.
Come on. Can't we settle this like normal people?
Oh, I was originally going to. That was before you killed my friend.
Actually, that was him. That wasn't me.
Oh, well, then let's eye for an eye this. Can we agree on that?
No.
Well, then let's carry this on, shall we?
I tried to be nice.
So did I. Paul, you're up.
so did I, because he's missing an eye.
Oh. I did not get that call.
I got
So
it,
confused. I was like, why would you say that? That's weird.
And I got it. I was like, it's just terrible. Alright.
Hang on. Yes.
I would like to do big brain play. My big brain play is.
Paul, you're up. What are you doing?
Oh, forgot I was muted. Big brain play. Here.
Big brain play?
Yes. Detect poison and disease.
Oh. You cast Detect Poison and Disease. What's the range?
30 feet.
You do not detect anything from the direction of the leader. However, you do detect a dark elf poison 20 feet to your left.
Well, since I cannot see, I will go towards said. I would go towards said poison.
Okay.
Alright. And I am assuming I still can't see after reaching that point.
You cannot.
It's a big ass darkness. I don't know. He does plan on doing non-lethal. Let's specify that. But
You want to try and strike at him?
yeah.
All right, and I'm assuming
There's
you.
the Paul I know.
And I'm assuming that you're sorry, breaking up. I'm assuming that you have the ability to do detect poison and disease and attack in the same turn.
Oh wait, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. It's an action. I realize that. Yeah.
Oh, so you can't attack this turn?
Yes, let's see if I have any bonus actions. I do not. So yeah, I guess he'll approach that man. Approach that person. And I guess, well, this would be considered. Anyway, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. You hear the dark elf begin to panic slightly as he's caught up in this darkness too. But you, Greylog, you hear the leader from next to you call out something in a language that, seeing if anyone speaks it, none of you speak. He calls out something in a language none of you speak, and the dark elf returns whatever he says before you cannot see what he's doing. However, Paul, you can hear water splashing from in front of you. as the dark elf is making their way towards the same direction Martinko was retreating towards.
Now, I was going to ask this: can I opportunity attack?
Okay, normally I believe you have to see someone to make an opportunity attack. However, given the circumstances, I will allow you to make one at disadvantage.
Yeah, because technically he's got that poison still, being able to see the poison in effect.
Yeah, and he can hear where he is, so yeah, it will be a disadvantage, but I will allow you to try.
Yeah, disadvantage. Oof, sadly, no, 9.
You swing out with your sword, and it's parried away by a weapon you can't see. And you hear splashing in the water as presumably the Dark Elf leader has joined his compatriot as his turn's up next. And he calls out, his voice echoing in the darkness. You want this hostage? Then you're gonna have to come back to the negotiating table, I'm afraid, or this little lizard's gonna lose a few scales. Sorry, switching up the battle music before I continue for the next round of initiative. The leader is going to hold and be ready to throw a bracer of flying dagger at the first person he can see that steps out of the darkness.
What do you mean step out of the darkness? It's all in darkness.
Well, there's a range.
There is a limit. You guys just haven't found it yet.
Yeah, darkness isn't in.
Wait, did he move out of my area of area? Because I was right next to him.
Yes, but unlike Paul, you have no way to detect him. You just heard the water splashing and his voice call out in a different area from you. Normally, you have to see or otherwise have a way of detecting someone to do an opportunity attack.
Okay. So there's one guy above me, theoretically. And those two.
Okay. Top of the round. Greylog, you're up. Asari on deck.
Okay, let me think. How far does this tunnel go back towards the well?
You know that it's a bit of a walk, and you know there's several offshoot tunnels that someone could theoretically escape down.
But to get back to the well, to get into the village...
They would have to just go straight.
Okay, I guess I'm going to head back. Since I know, because I have my hand on the ladder, I'm going to go straight from there for my full movement. And once I reach that point, I'm going to cast Plant Growth 150 feet ahead of me.
Okay, so...
to try to cut off anyone's escape.
So, to clarify, are you just going to climb up on the ladder until you can see something, or are you climbing back down and then trying to run further down?
I'm not even climbing. I'm just letting go of the ladder, dropping, and then using my movement.
Okay. You take 1 bludgeoning damage from the fall, and are you just going to use your full movement back the way you came?
I'm gonna move 30 feet back the way I came.
Okay.
And then Plant Growth, 3rd level.
Okay. And you said 150 feet down the tunnel?
Correct.
Okay.
Blocking off that entire area. So hopefully even the Doppelganger, because I don't think he can move that fast. can't get out.
Okay. You let yourself fall. You can feel your ankles crack a little bit, and you limp quickly towards just into the darkness, keeping your hand along the wall to help navigate. And as soon as your head pops out of the darkness, he is going to throw his dagger at you. Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
All right. You take 10 piercing damage as a dagger connects with your neck, just barely missing your vitals. And quickly taking in the situation before you, you see Paul's small Saurian brother is being held over the shoulder of the remaining Dark Elf who had shot at you, who is currently making a break for a tunnel that offshoots to the right. Standing blocking your way is the leader, and you can see Martinko has made it about 90 feet down the tunnel.
Okay, I'm gonna aim to block off Martico.
Okay. You cast Plant Growth, and Martinko gives a fuck as plants shoot out of the sewage, blocking his exit. And the Dark Elf leader kind of looks over his shoulder and seems to kind of gauge the situation a little bit, and when he puts together that you're not friendly to him either, he gives a whistle that echoes down the tunnel. Come with us, amigo!
I will make you a deal if you will drop those two, the captives, and leave the other guy here. I'll revive your friend and y'all can leave.
He kind of squints. Make a persuasion check.
Uh, 14.
He levels his rapier in your direction. You revive him now, and only then will I call my associates and your hostages back. He, and he gestures down the tunnel to Martinko, is free to keep running. Better get to work fast, mon ami.
I need you to drop the darkness so I can see your friend.
He squints.
I will put my weapon down as incentive. Like, I will drop the whip.
The rest of you can hear this negotiation in the darkness happening. Do any of you say anything?
I'm just gonna try to trust them and hope it will come out in the end.
Paul, it is your siblings they're running off with.
Oh yeah. But Paul isn't saying anything. Focus on running. Sibling.
Okay. The Dark Elf considers for a moment, continuing to keep his rapier leveled, and after a bit of consideration, sighs, and with he sheaths his rapier, and the darkness fizzles away, leaving you in just the regular darkness of the sewer tunnel. And he glares at you, Greylog. Everyone keeps running. Get to work. You fail or betray me, I kill you where you stand.
Of course. But once your friend is revived, you leave the hostages and the other guy. You can't take him with you.
I don't care much what happens to him. And hearing this, Martinko immediately just breaks back into a sprint down the tunnel.
Okay, well, he can't. I have that I have it blocked off.
Well, yeah, but he hasn't reached it yet, and there are offshoot tunnels.
True.
And even then, he always just makes it difficult.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even then, I think he can go through it. It would just slow him down. Yeah, a creature moving through must spend 4 feet of movement for every... So yeah, it just becomes difficult terrain.
Okay. So I will go over to his fallen comrade that I hit with the whip and cast Revivify.
Alright, but before that happens, sorry, Paul, your vision is restored. You're able to make out the situation around you. Do either of you take any hostile actions, or are you willing to let Greylog play this deal out?
Yeah, I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna do anything. Just gonna watch him.
Paul?
I'm going to go after him.
Alright. The one you can see being taken down the hall?
Yeah, sure, he'll go after him. You can at least see him.
Alright. Paul, you break into a run, heading out that way. You will need to dash if you want to get into melee range of him. If you just go your movement speed, you'll be 15 feet away from him.
I guess, yeah, he'll dash his way to him.
Alright.
And when Greylog sees this, he'll look at the guy. You did say everybody keeps moving, so...
He scowls at you.
I am going to revive your guy. I'll hold up one of the little diamonds to do so.
Alright. What spell do you cast on the fallen Dark Elf?
Revivify, because it hasn't been more than a minute since I killed him.
Okay. Do you have the spell slots to cast that?
I do.
Okay. You touch
And I'm
creatures up to
removing
the
the diamond right now.
Okay. You lower your diamond towards the fallen Dark Elf and restore life to him. As he begins to cough and gag and blood continues to trail down his face. The worst of it that killed him healing, but still not exactly feeling good. The Dark Elf kind of gestures for you to, like, step away from him.
I will, of course, do so.
He stares at you for a long moment before... And he calls out again in that language none of you can speak. And Paul, as the Dark Elf who you're sprinting down like that cop in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, sees you coming and hears his boss presumably order him to drop the hostage. He just throws Riffis at your feet into the water and calls out in common, just, take him, I don't want him that much, and steps to get away from you. And... Asari, you see the Dark Elf who has been injured but managed to get past Greylog, look down from the cellar door and kind of sounding irritated. Up or down, boss? This is starting to take a toll. And you can see he has Belak slung over his shoulder. Martinko continues to run. At this point, he has hit the plant wall. And the Dark Elf kind of takes a moment to assess the situation. And you can see he looks to Paul specifically, and then to Martinko, and seemingly connecting at least some degree of dots. He gives you a smirk, Greylog, and... Do you want me to wish you the best of luck, or assist you in running down the creature?
After getting shot by that arrow of yours, think you could stop his movement a bit?
He kind of
do
thinks
that,
for a moment.
and I'll heal your men up.
He kind of quirks a brow at you, almost seeming to a degree impressed. that that you're willing to try and hardball him on this issue.
Hey,
But
favor for favor.
he simply holds up his gloved hands, and in that case, good luck catching him. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Okay.
Boy, this has been a busy one, huh?
Yeah. Like,
It
I
feels
have
like
to admit,
hours.
I was surprised.
Check out our website at officiald5hub.info. Down for maintenance at the moment, but soon to be resurrected from the grave like a filthy necromancer stealing the identity of a paladin. Check out our link in chat to join our official D5 Discord server if you want to hang out with us directly. Support our episodes posted on Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Google Podcasts, the iHeart Podcast Network, wherever you happen to get them from. For our audio listeners, catch us live on Mondays at 7 o'clock Central Daylight Time on twitch.tv/Odd Tornado Productions. Check out Odd Tornado Productions Official on Tumblr to find links to our other works, including our Doppelgangers Twitch channel at twitch.tv/AustinFreak123. If you enjoy what we do, please support us on Patreon. That link's soon to be posted as well. On Ko-fi at ko-fi.com/Odd Tornado Productions, and follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/TornadoOdd, TNO capitalized, if you want to get immediate and instant updates whenever we go live, and as well as updates on our other projects. If you like this party and want to see more of them, plus or minus a few, we are off this week, but on Tuesdays, all the same channels at twitch.tv/Odd Tornado Productions and the Odd Tornado Productions YouTube channel, we play our Tuesday game of Black Ink and Blue Blood, featuring a party of politicians and nobles who are trying to unravel a political conspiracy if they can stop stabbing each other in the back long enough. If you want to take advantage of the opportunity this week, feel free to catch up on our uploads on the YouTube channel. And I think that covers everything. So, you guys have the Spelltwin Wands in tow. One artifact successfully retrieved. However, it appears the dangers do not stop once the artifact is seized. The doppelganger who protected them has stolen Paul's identity and seems intent on absconding with it into the unknown. And the Bees Without Hives, the Dark Elf rebellion of oppressed men, has made good on their promise to get in your way and compete with you for these artifacts. However, unlike the Boomergangers, seem a bit easygoing on getting to the negotiating table. However, it appears they do not react well when their own are taken from them.
Well, that's fair. The only reason I attacked it was because they threatened us first.
Wow, Mom, he did it.
Yeah, I'll
They would have done the same thing.
I did find it very funny that I literally didn't have time to reveal that they had hostages before you immediately tried to like magic your way out of the situation.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to have to fight if we didn't have to. We'd already fought one guy. That was enough for Greylog. But when they said it's hostages, I'm like, ah, shit. Can't leave after all.
Thanks, everyone at the table so much for playing. Thanks, everyone at home so much for watching. And we'll see you all next week.